Hey, welcome to more random thoughts in random places. Now, if you've been liking my content and you find it informative, do follow me and like. It would mean the world. So, yesterday I brought you 10 red flags in 5 days. So, the first 2 that we spoke about were condescending behaviour and patronising behaviour and how they use it. So if you want to check out that video, you'll find it down there. Now, today we're going to discuss intrusiveness and manipulativeness. Well, where would they use those and how? So, let's get into it. So, one of the first things they're going to do when they realise now that you've invited them into your world, so they're now in your world, what they're going to do is they're just going to watch. They're going to observe. And then they're going to find out where you sit. So what they'll do is once they're sure they know how you run your life, where you go, what you do, what things mean things to you and what don't, that's when they start the manipulation. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look to break or disrupt when it's time for you to spend time alone in your personal space, when you're going out with family members and friends and you're doing your hobbies. What they'll look to do then is they'll use the tactic of how much they miss you. And, it's just, do you have to go? Do you have to go? They don't want you around because they want to spend time with you. They just don't want you being there because that to them is not focusing on them. Your attention is elsewhere. Now, that can't happen for a narcissist. Your attention has got to be on them 24/7. So in order for them not to get you to go somewhere, they will love bomb you. And they will tell you, we don't spend enough time together. Oh, can we do this? You never pay any attention to me. You're never interested in what I'm doing. But yet you are. So you have to look, again, you have to know yourself. You have to look very closely at what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, and who you are as a person. And so when you dig deep into yourself, you'll say, well, that doesn't match my personality or character, come to think of it. It's really important to know yourself because when you don't, it is easy for them to split you in two. Okay, you become 2 people. And that's exactly what they're looking for. They will also attack your morals and principles. And they will challenge you on that because if you were so moralistic and if your principles were all in the right order, why are you going off and doing that and leaving me to feel alone and all upset and stuff? That's what they're going to use on you. Pure emotional blackmail. That's what they will use. Because the idea is that in the end of it all, they want to replace your visions, your dreams, your aspirations with a pile of rubble. Or they want to replace your visions, dreams, and aspirations with theirs. It's total suffocation. They want to own the whole world that you're in and everything that comes with it. And the idea is to get you alone eventually. That's what they want. And they will tear you apart from your family. And the way they'll do this is they will intrude by saying, we can have better. Why don't we move to another state, another town, another city? And they'll give you all the reasons why it's beneficial, it's an advantage, it's a better start. They will give you all of the tick boxes. And you won't see any of the crosses. And so they will first, again, intrude on your whole world. To do that, they need to know what you do and when you do it. Then they need to know how much you love it. How long is it going to take them to prize you apart? How much manipulation will they have to use and where will they use it? And then again, if they cannot manipulate you, then they will start to attack your friends. But they'll ask questions like, oh, I'm just interested and curious, what can I do for my baby? I want to surprise him or her. I want to do this and I want to do that. But really, they don't. They want information to clarify how you are. and what they'll need to do. So again, firstly, they will intrude on your personal space. Rule number one, they have to break that. They have to break your routine, okay? And they have to give valid reasons for why they need to do that. Otherwise, it's going to appear off to you and you'll be like, why would you want to do that? That doesn't make any sense. So when they intrude, they come with, I just want the best for you. I want the best for us. They intrude by picking on your personal space first. And you will find that they're always in the room that you're in. They'll always want to be everywhere you are. And whether it's right next to you or whether it's somewhere in the room, in the vicinity, where they can be observing you. That's what they will be doing. It's a constant mission for them. They're not settling. They're not looking to settle down and have a happy, peaceful life and grow with you. No, you're just a stepping stone. Or just simply, like I said, with a narcissist, they cannot fit in genuinely. So they don't want to be just left out and do nothing and not be a part of anything. So they just impose. They just intrude on your world and will act nice, because good isn't nice and nice isn't good. But they're so close. So if you act nice enough, it can be passed off as good. They want good things for you. They've got your back. Margot, I don't see what you're moaning about. All I can see is someone that wants to be helpful. Absolutely. That's the only way they can intrude. And the only way they can manipulate is to come with an idea that sounds so like, ooh, I didn't think of that. And it sounds so good. Like, well, how can you turn that down? But really, it's an empty suggestion. There's nothing to it. When you get there, it will be, ha ha, gotcha. And there will be nothing there, and then you've been had. However, they've love bombed you so well that you just stay because you just think it's a bad moment, a bad patch. And so, it will get better. So, what does it say about me if I'm not patient enough? So you're going to be what you think is being patient. No, you're just tolerating bullshit. That's what's happening here. But you don't see it because the narcissist is very sly. He's very sleek. Like I said, they slip in. And then next thing you know, they've taken over your whole home. They've taken over everything. You just don't see it coming. Hence the slow intrusion. And they'll always come in with, they just want the best for you attitude, that whole persona. You will believe it's their predisposition. They're so good at it. They're so good at it. So remember, the intrusiveness is they will first observe. Then they will look at your schedule and your routine. And the first thing they will do is they will go for the jugular. They will go for when you're having alone time, or when you're studying, or when your mind just simply needs to be just not on them. They will not like a second of that. So they will either get in your way, try and play. Oh, I just want to do fun play. Oh, come on, do you have to study? And they'll wing you around and wing you around. And it's because they don't want you to make any progress. They don't want you to get a step further. That's what a narcissist does. They are extremely jealous of everyone else's life around them because they can't live it. Not authentically, anyhow. So they know they're liars. They know they're con men and con women. And they know it's only a matter of time before you find out. But most of the time, we only find out when it's way too late. And as I said before, you only need one narcissist in your life. It will take you forever to just recover from them. You cannot afford to have more than one narcissist in your life. You absolutely cannot. They are destructive till the end, because they already feel like a pile of rubble. Okay? They're all over the place and they can see that you are not. And that's what they hate. And so they always want to move into your world to destroy it so they feel better about themselves. So remember, keep an eye on when you're off out to do your own thing. It's always what you've always done. And be mindful when they're always putting suggestions to you, when you're stood firmly in the route that you want to take, because that's what you need to do. You know that's good for you. You've gone through all of the motions of what you need to do. So do not let them pull you off. Do not. And on that note, have a wonderful day. Jah love.